Hi, everybody. Good morning. My name is Lisa Dublin. I'm a coach, a speaker, a writer, and today we're going to speak about goal setting. We've done desire. Today we're going to look at what exactly is your motivation. Is it competition with your next door neighbor? Are you just trying to fit into that dress because you've got a wedding come December 26th? Or whatever it is, we want to make sure today, I'm going to teach you that process to make sure that motivation is sustainable and it's something that will last, because if your motivation is deep enough, then the likelihood of you accomplishing your goal come 2025 is higher. So welcome to the show. This is Basement Chronicles Live, and wherever you're joining me from, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. Oh my goodness, let me go live on Instagram. I always keep on forgetting that. Hey, Instagram. I'm also live on Instagram. So if you're watching me there, welcome as well. Instagram, to tell you the truth, you get a better experience if you watch me on Facebook or LinkedIn. Why am I even saying that? Oh my goodness, right? But you can follow me everywhere at Lisa M. Dublin. Do something for me. Would you like this video? Would you share it on your page? Would you also say good morning? You know, I'm from the Caribbean, if you don't hear the accent already. When we enter a room, we say good morning, we say hi, we say hello. So tell me if you can hear me okay. Make sure the mic is okay. That you can hear me as we go into goal setting. Now, on the 24th of November, that's in about 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 Sundays, I'm going to be holding a free virtual workshop called New Year, New Goals. I've done this since 2020 with obviously upgrades. Is everybody hearing me okay? Let me know, please. Let me just check to make sure that this live is really live and there's audio. So let me know if you can hear me okay. I've been doing this workshop since 20. Let me just hang on. Let's me. Okay, yes, it's there. Okay, awesome. It's there. Okay. And every single year, I've really added to it while I perfect my goal setting process. You guys, and you know, one of the reasons that I'm literally like I have to be standing this morning, I have a runner's knee, okay? I've already done my run recording. I've had a good run, good music that works. And then now it's really difficult, even if after I stretch, take my time, it's difficult to be sitting down for a long time after running. So I'm kind of looking into what exactly is going on there. But I know we are going on that board this morning, and I'm going to teach the people about goal setting. Cannot be in a chair for too long today, honestly. So welcome. And as I was saying, this New Year, New Goals workshop, in fact, let me show it to you if you don't mind. Let me show you that workshop so that you can see it, and then I'll put the link so you can go sign up. If you're going to be watching this later, you'll be able to sign up on Instagram. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Crystal, everything okay there? That's my friend on Instagram. See you later. And that workshop is going to be the 24th of November. And in that workshop, I'm going to go through the entire 7-step process of setting a goal, which I do every year. And I think the proof of it is in my own life that when I start from, we're doing motivation today, okay? But when I start from hankering after something, when I start from desire, like really wanting it, and then deepening my motivation to go after it, when I have those 2 steps really tightly set, then it's easier to put on all of the other preparation, planning for my distractions, setting the milestones, making the goal smart, specific, making it measurable, making it relevant, time bound, all of the things. When I do that, though, I find most goal setting workshops, etc., don't start, hey, coach. Most of them do not start from desire. And you know what? Okay, so I just turned 49. Okay, although my mom said I should not say my age, but I did. I was like, "Mommy, I said it already." So I mean, too late. Jesus is in charge, okay? But here's the thing: I'm proud, particularly as especially women get older. Can you guys hear me? Still good? As you get older, somehow you lose that childlike desire. You remember when you were younger and you wanted a dog, wanted something really bad? The desire was red hot within you. I think as we get older, it's perhaps all the bureaucracy of all the disappointments that we've had, knowing the inner workings of things. We lose the childlike desire to really, really want something badly enough. And that is one of the things. If you're listening to me all the time, you see me now. There's a replay at 4 p.m. EST. 4 p.m. my time, I think. So 6 p.m. EST. So if you're watching this on the replay, please type replay, okay, when you're watching this afternoon. But I find we lose that childlike desire. And one of the things that, one of my missions in life is to make us want things so with red hot desire again. When last did you want success? Or even a small goal like losing 5 pounds, or wanting to maybe get something, a car, or even something small like a book, or wanting to meet somebody. When last, as an adult, you listening to me with your stoosh self, when last did you really, really want something? And in 2025, as you prepare for the year ahead, my goal here is to help you to really want it, whatever it is. What do you really, really want in life? Like, what is the goal for next year? And is that goal about, you know what? Well, maybe there's a 50-50 chance that I get it or I don't. Maybe it might come to pass or it wouldn't. What is your goal for next year? And are you desiring it so deeply that you're starting to think about it, you're starting to see yourself with the thing, in the thing, having it? What is it, you guys? When you come to the workshop on the 24th of December, and I'm going to put the link in the chat when I'm done. Hey, Jasmara, how are you? When you come to that workshop, I am going to help you to stoke that desire within you, because I think some desires are definitely God given, right? We want to stoke those ones, and we want to quell the other ones. Okay. So here's what we're going to do this morning. So I spoke about desire, I think, week before, and now we're going to move to motivation. Motivation is about, why am I doing this again? I might want it, but why am I doing it? Let me give you an example. Um, Now I've started, like, I've been running all this time, but I haven't been posting videos or anything. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just get back to my familiar, get back to the pillars that, that I offer to the world, that I do anyway, because these are just the things, these are my values: exercise, faith, fitness, family, future, those kinds of things, walking in your calling. These are my deepest values. And so I've started posting the exercise videos again. And every time I start posting, people see the running, the gym, whatever, somebody always reaches out. Oh, I want to start. I want to start exercising. Where do I begin? And, I just take a pause, take a breath, because it's one thing to desire what you see somebody else have, but your motivation has to be your own. Why do you want it? Let's say, for example, you want to become, you see somebody, maybe, I don't know, let's take a very easy one. You see a wealthy, you want to be wealthy as well. Okay. Or you know what? Exercise is really that one, especially for the women I speak to. Exercise is really one of the things that, we see it, we want it, but the motivation when it comes to getting up, when it comes to removing the towel on the treadmill and putting it down so we can use it as an exercise machine, as opposed to something where we hang extra clothes or whatever, your motivation has to be deep enough that you can sustain the desire. And this morning, I want to teach you a secret to life. What is it? It is to link your desires to your values. And therein you can find the motivation when it doesn't come naturally. I am naturally motivated to exercise because I love it, because I value health. I value having energy. I value being able to move. I value having my clothes fit me. Thank you very much. All of the things, right? Don't like to be sick, because when you are sick, you can't produce as much. When you feel lethargic, you can't produce as much. You can't get up and do things in the world. And for me, being productive is such a great value that I'm going to keep on moving. I'll get up, I will exercise, I'll do my devotions, I'll exercise, and then I'm ready to face the world. Bring it on. Okay. But for some people, that motivation has to be developed. And so let's look at what your choose a goal. Let's say in 2025, I want to be the person who exercises regularly. Like, how do I get there? Okay. It doesn't come naturally to me. I don't like to sweat. I don't like running. I don't like walking. I just want to be quiet and not to move too much. But I understand that exercise is necessary for health, for wealth. Exercise is necessary for longevity and all of the things. How do I get there? The first thing that you want to do is to look at what your values are. When you, let's say you have a value, most people I think have a value for family or a value for longevity, of living long, fruitful lives. Not so? Can you put in the chat for me, wherever you're watching me, what are your deepest values? Let me give you, I'll come back to this page. Let me get a clean page and we'll write down some of the most common values that people have. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay. I'm just taking just from my just looking at my clients, because I do that with every client. We start with, what are your values? What is your style of, dealing with people? We do the personality test. We do those things. So, I have a pretty good idea of some of the most common values. Let me tell you some of them. A lot of people have a value of spirituality. Okay. That's some form of meeting with their higher power. Okay. So a lot of people who I coach have a value of family, right? Some people have a value of, this is a big one as we get older. Oh my goodness, you won't believe how much this pops up, and I so agree with it. Can you guys see? I have to really press on this. I'm really not a good writer on these whiteboards. Okay, peace of mind. Is that a value for you? Come on, give me some more, if you may, in the chat. Sandy, what are your values? Give me one of your values. Jasmara and Krista, what are your values? Let me know. Another value, some people value community. Here's another value. Value community. Being in groups to fellowship, to meet together, to do things together. People have that as a value. I know for sure Sandy watching, that is definitely one of Sandy's values, and it has prompted her to go to form with her team Where Ladies Talk. If you don't know it and you're watching me now, go check out Where Ladies Talk on Facebook. She started in St. Lucia because of that whole community spirit. It's a value for her. She went on to New York and she started a chapter there as well. How wonderful is that? It's in line with her values. Okay. Some people value, give me another common, wealth. That's another one, of course. Absolutely. Now, hello. I know I have a lot of Christian people listening here today. Okay. Now, that one does not say it's not money. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. Okay. Because there's also another verse in the Bible that says money answers all things. So it means the more you have is the more you can give, and the more that you can feed the rest of the other values. So it's not a bad thing. So this one is definitely a good value to have, in my opinion. Okay. We have community, we have wealth, peace of mind, family, spirituality. I'm going to just stick with those ones. There are others. For example, some people, I know one of my values is love. Okay. Like, I'm in love with love, in love with great relationships and, being in love and like finding your partner. I will always lean to that side. I think it's just the grace of God. I don't have a reason. Yeah, I'm in love, been in love for a while, and it's a value for me. So I'm always going to lean towards it and always encourage my friends, my loved ones to, find love and stick with it and try to make it work, because where there's a will, there's a way. Except, of course, if it's somebody's hitting on you or emotionally abusing you, no, we're not going to go there. Okay. But let's say we're looking at somebody who has these highest values. What we don't see there is something that they want to have as a value, which is fitness and health and having a regime of a regular exercise routine 3 times a week, 30 minutes each time, drinking lots of water, having a great supply, and most of the diet being protein and vegetables. Just that simple goal. But it's like, I don't even know where to start. I don't even like waking up early. Okay. I don't even know what exercise I like. Don't come and tell me about running, Lisa. Who, like, forget it. That's the first thing, right? Where goals are concerned, if you're trying to build this habit of exercise and make it something, and I'm really cheating here because it's easy peasy for me to, just talk about it. You will not go with something that you don't like. You are not going to exercise at a time that is not convenient to you. If you already have a problem with waking up very early, to put on top of that an exercise that you absolutely hate is a recipe for failure. You're not going to do it. Okay. And so, in that case, when I work with clients, and you can take it, you're going to learn to do that in the workshop. When you're setting a goal that is not already linked to a value, you want to start at the time convenient to you, and you want to do something that you like. So most people, walking is okay. I've got clients and we started them walking because they love walking. So you do that. You find something that you like. I have other people I know who love jump rope, love skipping. Do that. And you know what? That exercise is a high intensity exercise. You burn way more calories in a shorter period of time than if you had to be running for as long as I do on the treadmill, which is very, very, some people say it's boring. But the thing is that I'm running on the treadmill and I'm not even on the treadmill. My head, my mind is, it's in the future. It's dreaming. It's seeing me doing my things that I'm doing now. So like the running is secondary to what I use the exercise for, if that makes any sense. Every single person has their own way of interpreting how they put exercise in their lives, and people use it for different purposes. So Saniu says, thank you for the plug. Truly humble, and also she values friendship. Okay, I'm going to put friendship here because I'll show you how to link your values to your motivation. Let's say you want to form exercise. So we're going to put Saniu's friendship here. All right. Now, how do I use these values, the things that I already like, the things that I value, no, I'm using the word again, the things that I treasure, that I hold in high regard? How can I use those values to create a new goal and to accomplish the goal of working out regularly? Let me show you how. I'm literally going to start with spirituality. Okay? You know what God says? That your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Right? That temple needs to be taken care of. That temple is not third dimensional and doesn't have a physical reality. It does. And if you value what God has given you, you have to be concerned about taking care of it. The two things go together, which is why I always love to say to people, link the two together, faith and fitness. I pray, I work out. I work out, I pray. Because at the same time, God says about, what does it, yes, your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, but also there's another verse that says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and to lose his own soul? So you can't be there flexing at the gym, all right? And you don't take on that part of your life that has to do with God. No, what is that about? And so for me, I love to do the atomic habit of faith and fitness. So do the devotions. As hard as I pray is as hard as I'm going to work out. As hard as I work out is as hard as I'm going to pray, because the two things make my life meaningful, powerful, and all of the things. Okay. That's just one example. If you are that person who's spiritually inclined, but it's difficult to get up, lean into what God says about your physicality, about your health. There's another verse that says, beloved, I would wish above all things that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. So you cannot be hallelujah Jesus on the church bench and then your health is in tatters. Absolutely not. That is not a very good example to a world that's already looking to say, hey, yes, y'all Christians, this, y'all like to do that, but then you don't take care of the other parts of your life. You've got to give a good account. Excellence in all things. Does that make sense? Okay, let's move on. Hey, M Natrum on Instagram. Hi, how you doing? Hey, Nelly on Facebook. Thank you for being here, and welcome to my LinkedIn crew. I hope you're watching because I know LinkedIn is that professional portal, but for me, the way that I'm productive professionally has to do with taking care of body and spirit as well. The things are very, very much related. So, what about if this one is one that I use all the time? I had a client come to me once, and she had a daughter. She was a lawyer, single mom, and building her practice, and really wanted to find the time to work out. It wasn't a value for her. She's making the money, that kind of profile. And we leaned into family. Do you want to be around for your daughter? If you get sick and don't take care of your health right now, knowing that that family is a value for you, then can you see how you actually are denying and not honoring the value of family when you don't exercise? So if you are that person for who family is a great value, lean into that. When I get up and work out, when I continue to be mobile, when I eat properly, when I drink the water, when I mind my business, just saying, when, when I do those things, I am ensuring that I will be around to see my children grow up, God willing, that I will not be a burden on them in my old age because I've taken the time to take care of my body. Lean into that. When it gets difficult, remember, like I remember for me, when I turned, I think it was when I turned 40, 9 years ago, my gosh. It must have been then, I think my dad had a stroke. And, that experience, it really shook me up. And it was at the same time that I turned 40. So I began with that motivation of, you know, just seeing my dad immobile for a while because he's fine now. No, oh, yeah, my mom kind of really nursed him back to life, prayer, good food, family around him, that kind of thing. But I began to say to myself, I'm 40 and I don't have a choice. I've got to exercise. And so I began to do it again in a very healthy way because I've done it in a fanatic way before, like in my 20s when I had an eating disorder, whatever. So this new dispensation of doing it in a measured way, knowing why I'm doing it, sustaining the habit of working out and loving the feeling of, getting the high and all of that, it literally came at the cusp of 40 to say, I'm 40, I don't have a choice. I've got to exercise. And that has sustained me up to now. So now on the cusp of 50, I'm like, I'm almost 50. I don't have a choice. For mobility, just for feeling good and looking my best and all of the things, having energy for my family, from, my relationship, all of that. No, I have to exercise. So you link it to family. Here's the other thing, peace of mind. And so when you exercise, you feel so good. Everybody can attest to that. Some people begin and then they feel, tired after the first couple of weeks, but generally you release endorphins. You release the dopamine, the feel good kind of hormone. You release that as well. It's good. So you want that peace of mind, that high that keeps you in a great mood. Sometimes when people are crabby at work, they just simply need to go to the gym. They just simply need to go take a walk. Stop being miserable in the office. Go exercise and take care of yourself. And then you come back in a better mood, able to handle the conflict, the things that are coming around you. So these are all of the reasons for your peace of mind now and for later. You want to be able to remember I'm using this as an example. Let me watch my time. Okay. And wealth as well. If this is especially for my entrepreneurs. This is especially for them. You know what? Like, being an entrepreneur, you have to have self mastery. And it's one of the things that I teach. Self mastery is I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. I'm going to honor myself and honor my commitments to myself in that healthy and disciplined way. So, another word for self mastery is, of course, discipline, but it is being who you said you're going to be, even when nobody is watching. And I find for entrepreneurs, we often have to be extrinsically motivated for us to do stuff, and that should not be. Your wealth is also, when you look at it, if your wealth is a value for you, you have to get up. You cannot be working for 8 hours at your desk and not take time to exercise. That's why I like to do it before, because I do understand the impulse when you get into your work. I'm pretty sure there are people on here who can understand, right? When you get into your work, you don't want to get up, and you're concerned about building, getting the bag, building wealth, your investments, and making the money. But it is short sighted, myopic to not realize that part of the wealth is having a very active exercise life, taking your health seriously. So if you are after that wealth, you can literally use the impulse to want to make money, link it to, hey, if I work out, I'm going to have more energy. I'm going to have better ideas. I get some of my best ideas on a long run. I'm telling you, like, some of my best creative ideas either come in worship or they come when I'm running, because you get to visualize. You get and my goodness, you're going, the adrenaline is pumping. Yes, things are happening within you, and you can now take these and translate them into ideas, idea creation, thought creation for your business. So if wealth is a value for you and you want to build an exercise routine, figure out how having an exercise routine and being healthy can literally make you more money, and you will get up. Okay, here's a great motivation hack. If you're struggling with any goal, for most people, wealth or money is usually a motivator. Okay. If I say to you, if you work out 5 days a week for the next month, 5 days a week for the next month, at the end of that month, I'm going to give you 50K. How many people are not going to do it? No, how many people are not going to do it? If you work out, in spite of everything you've got going on, the job, the meetings, the deadlines, I'm saying to you, if you work out 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day, for the next month, at the end of that month, you're going to get $50,000 deposited into your bank account. How many people will not find the time? And if perhaps if the 50K is not a motivator for you, think of something that is. What is my reason for saying this? The whole point is to tell you, when you have the right motivation, you will find a way to make it happen. Is that yes or no? Is that true in your life or not? Have the right, make it happen. That's it. That's I said it. It's a hard thing to say, but it's true. Let me put up these comments here before we continue. Oh my goodness, Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Natalia. Good morning, Princess Clav. You are so right. Blessings and love. I can attest to that. And Brenda says, I love this. Stop being crappy in the office. Go to the gym or go take a walk. And we have to do it with a little kind of feistiness, right? No, go take a walk. What's wrong? Have you worked out today? Can we just go for a walk? Same thing. So if you don't like to exercise, and community is a value, get your group together. You are the person who organizes a group of you guys who will bond while you walk. But make sure you're burning calories, right? And not just running your mouth while you walk. You want to burn the calories, okay? But make sure you can tie it, so you don't have the value, but community is a value for me, and I want to build an exercise as a value as well. Tie it to the values you already have. You guys, when you do this, life becomes so much easier. The reason, for example, I've been able to be here since 2020 doing this, because communication is a value for me. Because being creative and producing, I'm doing the things that I love, writing words, speaking words. This is it. So there's no conflict. On the other hand, if you ask me to do the administrative stuff and to write the stuffy letters, we're going to have a problem. Okay? So a lot of life is about linking activities to your values. And when you're able to do that, I'll show you how to do that in the workshop on the 24th of November. When you can link, so first of all, I'll send out the handout tomorrow, and you can sign up and get the whole value sheet and decide on your top values. Once you do that, then you will be able to link those values to whatever in the world you want to accomplish. It is that simple. But we must start from what are your values, not what should be your values. Don't even go there. We're not about what it should be. We were about what is. We deal with the reality. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to continue speaking about motivation this week. I spoke about desire week before, and we look at motivation, all in an effort to look at some of the steps towards getting your goals in 2025. Thank you so much for being here. My time is up. Have a great day, everybody. And I'll see you same time tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.